Hey guys, it's Everything Cards, and today I'm going to show you an original false cut that looks a little bit like this. Alright, it's completely false, and again it looks a little bit fancy, which is kind of a good combination. Looking fancy to a spectator is going to be impressive, but they're also going to think that you're mixing up the cards. So this is a really good one to employ when you got to keep the top card or the bottom card or the whole deck in order. It's going to impress your spectators, especially with the fan flip. That's one of my favorite cardistry moves of all time because it's pretty darn easy and it's super impressive. So yeah, let's get right into learning this. First of all, you're going to be in a normal grip where you'd normally do a swing cut like this, only instead of just swinging it into this hand, you're actually going to pivot it straight into this hand. So your pointer finger is going to come over, contact that bottom part, and just swivel it there. Okay? Next you're going to break off another packet about of equal size, so you want to split it about to thirds, doesn't really matter. And come over with your thumb, contact that top portion, and you can let go with your middle finger now. So it's just being supported with your thumbs, this bottom packet. Next, you're going to revolve these two packets like so, kind of rotate them away from each other until they are no longer, until the bottom one becomes even with the top one. And then you're going to place that bottom one to the top. So you're left in the same position, only you've just flipped the two packets. Okay? Next, you're going to do two things at the same time. The first is going to replace that bottom packet into your fourth finger and your thumb, so you're holding the three packets like this, while at the same time grabbing that middle packet with your thumb, kind of in the crook of your thumb, like right there. Okay? Next, you're going to swivel this top packet onto here, keeping a break, just like we did in the beginning to start the cut. Next, you're going to perform a fan flip. This is a combination of a one-hand fan, a lot of tutorials on YouTube for this, pretty easy, and a Charlie A cut. Again, pretty easy, lots of tutorials on YouTube. You can learn this in a few minutes. Really not too hard. Next, you're going to stick this fan in between them. This is the fan flip part, so that it's balancing on top of the fan. You're going to rotate your arm clockwise, or your wrist more, until it is laying on your thumb, like so. And then you're going to move the fan on top of your left hand, and then with it riding about even with this left side of the deck, you're going to rotate that hand until it just simply flips onto that deck. Very satisfying, very easy, very impressive. And then you're just going to close by putting that fan on top. Okay, so you can tell this cut is fairly simple, but it does look very flashy, and the fact that it's false makes it very versatile in a lot of different situations. Okay, I did make this one myself, but that was a long time ago. I think that was 2 or 3 years ago, actually. So I'll go over it one more time pretty slow. You're going to swivel that packet to your left hand, switch places here, replace that bottom packet while grabbing the middle one. Just like we did in the beginning, put that packet back on, keep it break, do a fan and a Charlie A cut, execute the fan flip, and close. Okay? This is one of those there's a lot left that you can kind of be creative with and make your own variations on. It's not set in stone. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.